Welcome to Fringe Fanatics with Chad Lee and Chris Sane.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. It is episode 168 of the Fringe Fanatics Sports Podcast. I am Chris Zane.
And I am Chad Lee. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, thank you all for joining us each and every Tuesday or whenever the hell you watch or listen to us. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and follow us on all things social media. Please interact with us whenever you can. We will interact directly back with you. We are working on new streaming stuff, so please, if you can, interact with us while we're live, because right now we are live in your face, and we are fully into the biggest season of sports really right now. I mean, everything's happening.
Yep. Yeah. There's a lot going on. We just got done with the WBC. Basketball's about to hit the playoffs. You got another UFC event coming up here in a couple weeks. There's a lot going on. The hockey playoffs are about to start soon. So
yeah, and we're ripping down the end of the NBA season as well. So it's happening all right in front of our eyes, and we're here for it, and we're going to tell you all about it, whether you like it or not. So, Chad, let's get into it. How in the hell was your weekend? You are now officially a year older.
Yeah,
on the
38.
calendar.
Yep, made it around the sun
38.
one more time. Yeah, it was great. Mom came out on Sunday, and she got to spend my 38th birthday with me. It's the first time she's gotten to spend my birthday with me in probably about 15 years.
Isn't that long? Yeah, wow, yeah.
Because I don't think I've never really been back for my birthday, I don't think. Or if I had, I don't remember. But yeah, it was great. We ate a lot of good food. We went to El Jardín. We took her to 3 different spots, or 4, and 3 out of the 4 were hits. The 4th one last night for my birthday, dude, Scal's Autos.
They sucked?
Way downhill.
Okay.
It's like they
where's that one at again? I can't.
Westminster. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
I got the lobster ravioli, and bro, I swear it was like Chef Boyardee. It tasted like Chef Boyardee.
They hit you with that like bag sauce or whatever. Like yeah.
It tasted so bland. Like I don't know.
Oh, no.
It was so mediocre,
no.
man. It was, but El Jardín was fantastic. Hannah made lasagna on Monday night, and that just blew Scalzatos out of the water. We're gonna eat that for leftovers tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's that other Italian place you go to downtown?
Odyssey. That's where I originally had reservations, but I got an email like 3 or 4 weeks ago that there was a fire.
Well, okay.
Yep.
I was gonna say, hey, they bumped you for somebody else.
No,
Oscars. Somebody had Oscars reservation.
I couldn't believe it, dude. I seriously got one and then Don's actually on Monday held like a fundraiser thing for their staff, because I mean it's like their staff's just kind of screwed right now. So
why?
Yeah, the fire. That's what I said. There was a fire.
Oh, is Odyssey next to Don's?
Yeah, it's right across the street.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so luckily,
dude, I didn't know anything about this.
Yeah, I mean, Odyssey's been there since like I think the 60s or something.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and
I didn't even see anything on the news about this.
I mean, I don't think it was like that big enough. It was just like big enough to shut them down temporarily.
Oh, so like the building's not gone.
No,
but
dude, thankfully, man. And they said something like there's
a
sister store somewhere, but I don't want to take the chance on that. We have seen reels about another Italian spot in Rhino that I think we're gonna try out, but bro, Scal's Autos, nobody should go there, man. I mean, the service was just like very like, oh, I'll come to you whenever I want. Man, it was just like, yeah, it was subpar.
Oh, no.
Subpar. It was a lot better getting Italian from her on Monday night. Her lasagna, chef's kiss. But yeah, it was great.
Bellissimo.
Yep, it was good. Yep.
Nice.
What about you? How was your weekend?
Oh, this weekend, man, we've been hitting the gym on the weekends. This weekend was a little bit busier than most, but I'm trying to think if we did anything super crazy this weekend. I don't think we really did, unfortunately. I did stay up really late and watch the F1 race, so that was exciting. Saturday was filled with sports. Unfortunately, both the Nuggets and Avalanche lost, and then I stayed up and watched the race that night.
That game Saturday night had me pretty pissed off. Yeah, we were texting about it, but
Yeah, no, it was unfortunate.
it really was.
But here we are. You can't win them all, unfortunately.
Well, especially not against the Lakers when they lead the league in free throw differential for I think the 4th or 5th year in a row. By a big margin.
Well, you got LeBron, so you got to get that free throw differential there. Yeah, the self-appointed king. So, and yeah, I mean, he wasn't even.
You guys do anything on Sunday?
Sunday what did we do on Sunday? I don't know if we did anything.
You had to sleep in after staying up till 3.
I did sleep in, and then. Oh, we got like some stuff set up for our garden. We're getting ready to do that. Meryl started seeds yesterday, so it's about that time to get things planted. Well, I mean, really, it's like Mother's Day when you plant.
Oh yeah,
I guess
that's
but
the rule here.
I don't really know this year.
Yeah, I mean,
you could probably plant right now.
Yeah, and you'd be fine.
I still do feel like we are going to get 2 of those weird snowstorms that just ruin everything.
Could happen.
I'm still banking on that. I might get on Kalshi or whatever that app is.
Poly Market.
Yeah. And bet against that. Or I don't know, you got to try and find other ways to make money these days.
Yep.
But we've just been getting a lot of stuff done, getting stuff ready for the spring, It's that time. It's
coloring eggs. Yeah. Easter's coming up in a couple weeks.
Yeah, exactly. My mom's going to be making Easter bread, which is exciting.
I remember you telling me about this.
I'm going to bring you Easter bread.
Okay. What is in it? Is it eggs?
There are a version that does have hard-boiled eggs in it.
Oh, whoa, that would be weird.
But what my mom makes is like more of an Italian version, which is basically, it's almost like this really flaky, it's not like pie crust because it's chewier than pie crust, but it's like this flaky bread, and then in the middle is this really, apparently you can only get it one time a year, it's basket cheese.
Okay.
And then Italian sausage.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
And that's all it is.
Oh, I thought it was just bread, but there's meat up in there. So
no, there's meat and there's cheese.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So it is really delicious,
Nice.
and I'm all for it. But it does pack pounds around the midsection. So
Yeah.
But
I'm all about that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's It's that weird time of year. I'm so out of sorts from the weather right now. It's and then just daylight savings happened, so everything feels wrong.
It is pretty nuts because then you got March Madness starting tomorrow, and every year I am like waiting, counting down the seconds for it. And the past few days have been busy, and just my whole routine's kind of been thrown off a little bit to where the boss came up to me today. He's like, "Hey, I heard you're in charge of the brackets." I'm like,
"What?
I got to do that, damn!" And so yeah, it's happening. And so I'm pretty pumped, man. It's my favorite time of the year. I'm pretty pumped for this March Madness. I don't think KU's gonna go very far.
You don't?
No, not at all.
Okay.
St. John's is probably gonna beat them. That's what I got predicted.
Okay.
I
still have yet to dive into it. I have tonight. So
I know you guys always do fantasy. Do you guys do brackets or anything?
I did get invited to do a bracket. It's just I don't know. Well, I mean, even when I've tried in the past, man, I've never gotten close.
It's hard.
I mean, I've maybe been there, like the Sweet 16, the Elite 8 or whatever, but I've never been like at the end, like I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
The only bracket I think I've won was that one for the playoffs this year. For the NFL. So
it's tough, man.
I'm terrible at it. I'm still debating. My cousin sent me one. I don't know. This might be the best year to do it because I do feel like with the NIL and everything, it's a lot more wide open, dude. Like I feel like anybody.
It really could be, but then last year
I did see what you posted today.
We're going to talk about
that later.
Let's get into college basketball a little bit later because then we'll help some people out. Yeah, we got some cheats.
Yeah, cheats. But let's get into the main stuff, the gridiron grind, if you will, the NFL.
Are you ready for some football?
It's football, bro.
You can't escape football. Right around the corner. Dude, drafts around the corner. Rookies, reporting to camp. Yeah,
Chiefs just got their best franchise quarterback in years.
no, but we gotta wait. It's number 5, bro.
Justin Fields.
No, dude, leave him alone. Well,
fight for it, dude.
I gotta say this one. First and foremost, I gotta shout out my Denver Broncos as they make their biggest move of the offseason. Because if there's that meme of, I forget who it is, but it's the guy poking the dead thing with a stick. Like, come on, do something.
Yeah, do something.
Do something. Yeah. Well, they finally did something, and I am definitely excited about it. Jalen Waddle was traded from the Miami Dolphins to the Denver Broncos. The Broncos also received the Dolphins' 4th-round pick, which is 111th overall, while the Broncos sent their 1st-round pick, 30th, which basically we all know is a 2nd-round pick, as well as their 3rd, which is 60th, and 4th-round pick. I lied. The 3rd and 4th-round pick, which is 94th and 130th to Miami. So basically a 4th-round pick swap and a 2nd and a 3rd, if you really look at it in terms of the 30,000-foot view. And they acquire somebody who I think fits what Bo Nix does best, which is the intermediate throws.
Yeah.
And I know everybody's like, oh, well, Bo Nix can't hit the long passes. He does have one of the better percentages in terms of long completions.
Who says that? He does. I've seen it.
Yeah, he's done it.
Yeah.
But this is the guy you want who can take a 7-yard slant.
He's really good with that drag across the field.
Yeah, anything from the slot, this guy is really good. It's going to open things up for Cortland Sutton. I am definitely looking forward to what he can do. He did kind of have a down year last year, but what do you expect? He had 4 different quarterbacks, I think.
Even the past few years, I mean, my first text to you after this was like, dude, that's with Tua as a quarterback. I mean, imagine with a guy like Nix. I mean, even if Jalen
I watched
Waddle
his team put up 70 on the Broncos, so I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
you think what
I
they
got
have, like,
PTSD.
5 or 6 rushing touchdowns in that game? That was primarily a
Yeah,
rushing game.
yeah, it was.
Jalen Waddle, though, man, I mean, he can really produce, and it's just like Tua was so bad that I think Waddle is really going to excel because he's finally got a good quarterback. And he's reuniting with another fellow Alabama guy in Patrick Surtain.
Yeah, which is funny because before this, I think 2 days ago, there was this clip that dropped. I don't know if you saw it, but it's Jalen Waddle basically saying that he would beat Patrick Surtain in a boxing match. And then they were kind of having this little back and forth. But then yesterday, I don't know if you saw this, Aqib Talib was on the Skip Bayless show. I think it's his podcast now. I don't know. But Aqib was like, I think they're going to make a move. They're going to make a splash. They're going to get that offensive player. And he's like, here, I don't know what's going to happen, but you'll be like, that's what Lieb said. And then sure as shit, the next day, they make the move. I don't think they gave up too much, especially when you look at he's due $41.2 million over the next 2 seasons. The Broncos will be taking on $5 million against the salary cap for 2026, but are on the hook for the remainder of the contract. But I mean, you look at it right now, you're getting a guy for like $4.9 million a year.
Yeah,
who could easily be like a 1B. Like you've got the Thunder and Lightning, as far as I'm concerned, in the wide receiver room.
Yeah. Well, and that's not even counting Mims, who's probably going to be he's still there.
I think Mims is still going to be there for sure because I don't know
Troy
how you trade away a guy who's gotten to the Pro Bowl twice for returning punts.
Yeah,
I think if it wasn't for that, he would be gone.
Mm-hmm.
You got Pat Bryant, you got Troy Franklin, who we all know was Bo Nix's teammate back in Oregon. I don't know what they're going to do. The receiver room is heavy. I was, like I told Chad, I was really hoping that the Broncos would trade for Achane, but, and I mean the one from Miami, not Travis Achane, as we learned this week.
That name comes.
It's French, dude. You don't understand it. That Creole French. Achane.
Don't get it.
But yeah, the Dolphins came out today, basically said Achane is off the board. He is going to stay here. I was kind of hoping the Broncos would make that move, just because there was so much trepidation in the running back room this year, especially moving into next year. But I was surprised with this move. I think it's ideal for the Broncos because that is kind of the guy they need.
Yeah.
You need that guy now, especially with the way the NFL has progressed, that is going to make something out of nothing. Because with the way the defenses have changed, we've effectively watched this over the last 2-3 years. I mean, the defense was at such a disadvantage, and it's almost like Vic Fangio's defensive scheme has kind of bled into everybody, and they've effectively just you can't take the top off us anymore. You have to dink and dunk us in a sense and make plays against our guys, and that's where you see guys like Amon St. Ra, who just will, take, much like Jalen Waddle, a quick in route, out route, and take it 10, 15 yards.
You need guys with some yak.
Yeah, you need that yak, dude. Yeah. We all need that yak.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely excited. I haven't had much to talk about. So, yeah,
it's gotta feel good. The Chiefs were making so many moves. I was questioning some of them, so I don't blame you, man.
We'll get to one of them here at the end.
Yeah, but it's when the Broncos weren't doing anything. I don't blame you. I would be like, come on, we need something. That's how I felt with the Nuggets last year.
Yeah, and it is hard because you look at what they did, and you're like, yeah, you went 14-3, do you need to make much changes? But it's hard when you're looking at the NFL where 30% of your team is basically gone every year and filtered in with new people. You've got to strike when the iron is hot. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, there's a lot still to pan out here, but
yeah, because I'm interested to see how they can finagle the salary cap. Because right now, I think they're sitting at $12 million over the cap, and they've only got 33 players signed to a contract. So that's going to be tough.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a couple O linemen that you could definitely restructure. Quinn Minor's restructured already.
That's good.
I mean, when they've got the cash, it's very easy to restructure shit where you can just be like, we'll give you a bonus.
Here's a lot of money.
It doesn't
right
matter.
Now.
Yeah. Yep. So
I'm sure they'll figure it out.
They will. I'm still, and this is going to bring us into our next thing. I'm still confused as to how the Raiders are going to effectively manage their salary cap after they went out and were some of the biggest spenders of this free agency. And to see now that they've got to eat Max Crosby's contract.
Yep.
I'm wondering how this is going to happen. And we finally heard
I would imagine
Max
he's still
Crosby
gets traded because he came out and I think he was just diplomatic. And go ahead. He did make a statement after the whole walking back with the Raiders where
yeah, I mean, I watched it. This is a quote for him right now. I'm frozen. I'm livid, confused, the whole nine, all in one. The Raiders broke. And that's what was crazy is the Raiders were the ones that said it. And they're like, the Ravens, they came out first and said, the Ravens nixed the trade. We have nothing else to say. And when you listen to what Max had to say, and this is what's so confusing about the whole thing, even his doctor, who is all these guys go see the same doctors. His doctor's like, where you're at, yeah, of course, if a doctor looks at it, it doesn't look good. You just had surgery 2 months ago.
Yeah.
But you are beyond where you should be, and he's still predicted to start training camp.
Yeah.
So he's not going to miss any of the pertinent stuff, whether he went to a new team or not. But now it comes out, and he was saying he didn't meet and I keep forgetting his name.
I was Googling
Eric
that.
DaCosta.
Right. Yep, Eric. I heard about
5
this
hours.
Today. Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't see him. He's
the new head coach, Jesse Minter, I guess was acting real cold. Wasn't very warm about it.
Weird.
I think they just clearly got cold feet about it. And
well,
then
they did
walking it back.
And this is what's crazy. And I think this is why there should be an investigation into this because the only other 2 times this has happened, it's the Ravens.
Yep. Yeah.
So, and the only other 3 times it's happened, it's been the Ravens in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So this is something that they've obviously been doing. Eric DaCosta, even after last year with all of his comments about Lamar and about how he doesn't let his players have any say in anything, they don't have any power. Super weird.
Yep.
And then this kind of happens, and the Trey Hendrickson thing the next day. I mean, the body didn't even cool in terms of the Max Crosby trade. The next day, they signed Trey Hendrickson, but then they come out right after, and they're like, oh, well, our intent was to sign him and Crosby.
No way.
And it's like, how would that have
you
worked,
couldn't
dude?
afford that.
You don't pay anybody.
No. And
Like,
you
how
look
would
at-
that have worked?
Think about this. Think about Harbaugh is just laughing over there in New York. He's sniping their players.
Oh,
Going
yeah.
with the free agent. Patrick Picard,
Yep.
who's been a Pro Bowl fullback for like the last 4 years.
Yep.
And then you got Isaiah Likely. They went to New York. He's over there just seeing their cap hell right now. He's like, I'm so glad I don't have to deal with this.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I honestly feel like there is going to be more that comes out about this that we're going to find out later, that there is something not kosher here, if you will.
I
and
hope
plus,
so. It's pretty
I
interesting.
mean, Eric DeCosta just in general seems like a douchebag. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, for sure. I mean, it's like, if you bring in a guy, the GM should typically be the first one to sometimes greet him off the plane.
yeah, exactly. They're usually on the plane to go get him,
Yep.
which is weird. That he flew there and then like got off the plane. And he's like, yeah, I just kind of walked in and was like, what's going on?
That'd be awful.
And, like, I don't know.
Superstar too, man. He's the condor.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically talking about one of the best pass rushers aside from Myles Garrett in the game right now.
Well, and that's the thing, is they got a way better one. I think it was over the last 2 years. I think Hendrickson, I want to say, because I know he had 20 the year before. He had I think 11 over the last, or
Are you talking sacks?
sacks. What did I say?
Well, no, you didn't say anything. I was just,
but yeah, sacks.
yeah.
He's got like
I'd be-
2/3 more than Crosby.
But I would be interested, and I don't know if I'll look it up right now, but I'd be interested in Crosby's pressures. Because I think pressures is one of those things that gets kind of thrown by the wayside just because it doesn't equate to a sack. But a pressure can effectively ruin a play just as much as a sack.
The thing of it is, though, the last at least year, I know last year his pressure rate, when he was healthy playing, was so far down because they didn't have anybody else.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that was the theme of the Raiders, is all you got to worry about is Crosby.
I just know he
Double
showed
team
up
him.
on us all the time. I felt
I
like.
know, man. He loves sacking Mahomes too.
Yeah. So
We spent enough time on
yeah,
that.
let's move on to the next thing here, and that would be Mr. Hollywood Brown has left. The
Going to
Chiefs. Philadelphia, yeah. West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Yep, and
Yeah.
it clearly states that they're probably moving on from AJ Brown then.
Well, you would think so. And honestly, a lot of people were suspecting that the trade that the Broncos would announce would be the A.J. Brown trade.
Well, you dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, I do agree. I mean, I would have taken him and swallowed it with every grain of salt, probably much like you guys did with Tyreek Hill some years. You're
Yeah,
just like,
yep.
it is what it is.
Yep.
He does good. And I do feel like with an offense like us that passes as much as we do, maybe he wouldn't have bitched as much, but
Could be.
who knows? But yes, Hollywood Brown Jr. signs a 1-year contract. Do you have the details on that?
I don't. I just know that he went to Philadelphia, and I just thought about it. I'm like, man, I don't think that it doesn't make the Eagles that scary. I know a lot of times Howie Roseman's known for these really lucrative, sniping these guys out that everybody else wanted. But I mean, I was really stoked when we had Hollywood, but like, he really didn't do a whole lot. No lie, man. He has a Super Bowl ring tattoo, like a Chiefs Super Bowl ring tattooed on his back. Never won one with us. Might need to get that covered up.
I didn't know that. That's wild.
That's pretty weird.
That's
kinda
fucking
strange.
crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Eagles signed the veteran wide receiver to a 1-year deal worth up to $6.5 million to bolster their number 3 spot right now, as he would be presumably behind AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and he's expected to replace Jahan Dotson, who were departed for
Jahan Watson went
the
somewhere.
Falcons.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, dude. None of the receivers for the Chiefs last year really scared anybody.
No.
It was Mahomes.
Yeah.
And I mean, it wasn't even really Kelsey. It was just like he might complete like 8 different receivers throughout the game,
Yep.
and still eat you alive.
I think there might have been only one game where a wide receiver had over 100 yards last year. I mean, it was pretty solid.
And that's the thing. So it's like I don't think this is too much of a crazy trade or a signing. I mean, I'm sorry, not trade, but I don't think it's the last move they're going to make, especially if AJ Brown is on the move, and you could probably see somebody coming back in that trade from whatever team he goes to. Maybe their number one will go back to the Eagles, something like that.
Right.
Because I don't see this being the only move they make, especially when AJ Brown is. I don't know how you keep him at this point.
No, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's almost similar to the Crosby thing. Like, he says everything's fine, and that he's like a Raider for life, but I'm like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
But you can't. They did give him what he wanted. They said, hey, go. Like, we're giving you away.
It was Baltimore that kind of
Baltimore shit the bread on it. But, yeah. Interesting enough. Let's move on to the next thing, which this one, honestly, when I first heard it, surprised me.
Dude, I was shocked.
But then the more I thought about it, I was like, this might be genius.
Why did explain yourself?
I'll explain why. Say Mahomes misses 4 to 6 weeks. Because this is, and I told you this made me think that he's not as far ahead as they would like him to be. Because the fact that it was either Russell or Justin Fields.
Hold on, though. I don't think it's like they want him to start at week 1. I think Mahomes wants to, and I think they're finally being.
I think they have to be like, stop.
Yeah, we don't want you to come back week 1. I think they're the ones. It's like not so much where they want him to be. They want him to be more. Come back in October, and then we'll find a replacement. And if we lose a few games in that time, that's a good thing.
The only thing though is the AFC West by week 6.
Dude, have you seen the Vegas odds?
It could be out of
after the free agency first week, the Chiefs are back to the favorites by Vegas to win the division.
I know,
and you guys.
I don't understand how.
And guess who's second? The Chargers. And the Chargers. You guys went to the AFC Championship last year. That's nuts.
I know.
Where's the Raiders in there, man?
Okay, you know,
Fernando, but it's Fernando. I mean, I'm super scared of Mike McDaniel with the Chargers. I just don't feel like I think that's.
Well, he's back there again. He was the head coach there at one point, if you remember.
Mike McDaniel?
I'm pretty sure.
No, his first head coaching thing was Dolphins because he went from.
Oh no! I'm thinking Mike McCoy. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. Wrong Mike.
Yep.
But yes. But I do though. Okay, so even, and this is why. And then we can move on. Regardless of what he can do, and I'm sorry if he has a coach like Andy Reid and one also Eric Bieniemy, you're talking about a running back quarterback.
Yeah.
He's got a guy who has made some of the most prolific running backs in maybe the last decade or so. I mean, Eric Bieniemy's had his hand in a lot of good running backs.
Yep.
You look at also the fact that Andy Reid could effectively coach out at least some of the shit that makes Justin Fields a terrible passing quarterback.
He was decent for the Bears. He wasn't that bad.
Even for the Steelers.
Yeah.
He was doing pretty damn good, dude.
I totally forgot.
I think there was a lot of times 4-2.
Yeah,
and then they went to Rodgers.
Yeah, there was a lot of times that he was getting, going in for gimmicky plays or just like one or two kind of like a QB sneak. And it was more like, why are we leaving Russ in? It should be Fields. But that's just it. And that's what I told you is I think that this could light a fire under Reed's ass to be like, okay, I'm not spoiled with Mahomes anymore. I've got to figure out how to coach. And I mean, you look, dude, the Jets ruined him. Justin Fields was horrible from there's games he finished where his net passing yards, not his personal passing yards, but his net passing yards was a negative because he took so many sacks.
And that's the thing, dude. And this is what's wild. If you're going to have him, say you turn him even into a passable backup quarterback, that could, in theory, in a 2 to 3 game stretch, maybe get you 2-1. Maybe.
Yep.
But when Mahomes is back and you can run Fields out on the field and have this run play option that would be unstoppable.
Here's what I'm excited about, man.
And I hate it.
The QB sneak. And you saw the last one
Yep.
of it, dude. I have been begging them to run the QB sneak for years, and they won't do it because of the damn kneecap. But guess what? Now we got a quarterback we can do it with. We don't have to use Noah Gray when everybody knows what we're going to do. We can throw
And that's
Fields
what I'm saying, dude. You throw Field. And if you can make him a little bit of a passing threat, it's unstoppable, dude.
Dude, in fantasy.
To gain not like 5 or 6 yards. I mean, like, I'm not saying you're gonna bust some like 40-yard runs, but if you need 4, 5, 6 yards, I don't know how you would stop it.
Dude, I wanted to bring up more stats for this, but I wasn't that prepared. But the thing of it is, and since I want to say
it's your birthday, it's okay.
No, it's all good, man.
Happy birthday again. Love you.
I love you too, brother.
Happy birthday. I love you, brother.
They made the damn waitresses and staff at El Jardín sing happy birthday
Nice.
to me,
In Spanish?
Did
a mariachi band come out?
No, they made me shake the maracas. Dude, it was great. Oh man, I was just like so red. I was as red as this mat right here.
Nice.
I was nuts.
I like that.
It was a good time. But there was stats I saw after this where there's a lot of Chiefs pages where they provide a lot of this. Like, well, no, it's a good move. And I think there was one that really impressed me where since I think 2021. Justin Fields is, I think, like second among quarterbacks, and I think rushing yards.
Oh, and
I think it's something like
I
that.
wanted to bring that up too because it was one of those things where I knew if I brought up the stats, it would be ridiculous. But in terms of rushing, he has to be up there with Cam Newton in terms of rushing quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And he hasn't done anything passing wise.
No, that's not there. And that's just it. Is you wonder, like, what about Lamar?
I mean,
Lamar's always hurt.
3 years ago with the Bears, they were the number one rushing offense.
And that's why this was stat is kind of like a LeBron stat. It's pretty nuts, but I was like, that's kind of laughable. But it's like there was Chiefs pages that were mentioning how this is the first time an NFL team has had 2 quarterbacks that's received MVP votes on the same roster with Mahomes. And then in 2022, received one ninth place vote.
Yeah,
like, dude,
that's great.
A little pat on the back. Whoever, that's a Bears fan or something.
That guy's a Chicago analyst.
We should have betted those voters maybe a little more. But dude, I'm excited for it. And I was getting worried because Gardner Minshew left for the Cardinals, and I'm like, well, who are we gonna get? We've had so many times where we've got some bogus backup quarterbacks. So some of them have really helped us, like Chad Henne in the playoffs. Matt Moore way back in the day, like 5 or 6 years ago. But now we've got a dual threat quarterback. I can't, I mean, Mahomes. Dude, here's another one that like touches on why we needed Kenneth Walker so bad. Since 2018, guess who the leading rusher is for the Chiefs?
Patrick Mahomes
by 200 yards.
Which is wild, but when you really, and honestly, I kind of knew from your inflection what that was going to be, but
I hinted at it.
And I kind of, but it makes sense because you think back, like, I mean, 100-yard game, it's almost like the Broncos, like the 100-yard games are few and far between rushing.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of games where Patrick Mahomes would get 40, 50, and their running backs might have had 20.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, because they split carries a lot, and maybe a lot of it last year was Kareem Hunt with 20 or 30 yards, and then Pacheco with 20 or 30 yards. And I mean, Pacheco was hurt like half the year. So, really excited. I'm hoping Kenneth Walker. I mean, he's got a great broken tackle rate. So, I mean, pairing him with Justin Fields, I mean, let's turn it into a run team, man.
There you go, dude. Yep. Just put Patrick Mahomes out there for plays 1 through 2.5, if you will.
Yeah. Let's see how it works, man.
See what the hell happens, man.
Very interesting. Actually, got Mendoza in LA or Vegas. Yeah. All right.
Let's get into the Daily Dogs.
Daily Dogs out!
Why don't you hit it first?
I will go first, God
this
dang it.
This really cool.
Yes. I decided to go with a sport I don't know if we've talked about yet, honestly.
Well, no, we did.
We did. I remember now.
Because I think it was like last year or the year before. I can't remember what it was about. Probably the DDOE or something like that. But
yeah.
It's probably him for the Daily Dose of Excellence.
I don't know if it was him because this is the first time that Jesse Holmes has gone back-to-back, and I think he won his first Iditarod last year. And again, this is a 1,000-mile dog sled race through Alaska.
The longest race in the world.
The longest race in the world. Cuba Gooding Jr. did it once in that one movie. But, you know, it's not only Holmes that's the daily dog. There's actually a team of dogs that deserves to be part of this.
For sure.
And this is over 9 days, traveling an average of 7 hours and 32 minutes. Him and his team of 12 dogs finally finished the Iditarod. He said, I've been chasing greatness ever since the last time I was here, noting that he'd been thinking of others who followed up initial wins with a second, third, or fourth. So we're just trying to keep chasing these footsteps, trying to keep pushing ourselves every day. Last year, Zeus, one of Holmes' lead dogs, was a 2-year-old finishing his first Iditarod after leading a couple of runs. But this year, Holmes said Zeus led every run except one. Holmes had been keeping back older lead dog Polar so he wouldn't have to do so much work, but put him in after the last checkpoint before Nome. And then, what was I going to say here? There was another thing I wanted to read. Oh, Holmes was a former cast member on the National Geographic reality show Life Below Zero. He is the third competitor in the 54-year history of the Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race to repeat the year after winning for the first time. The others were Suzanne Butcher in 1986-1987 and Lance Mackey in 2007-2008. Both went on to win 4 titles.
Wow. That's
and this thing is just, you don't even really win that much. Like, he won 80 grand for his first year's win, up from the 57,000 he took home last year. Oh, I'm sorry. He won 80 grand this year, took home 57,000 last year. So all of that, dude, you could die. Your dogs are dying.
Yeah, that's not even
and you're winning 80. That probably doesn't even feed your damn dogs.
That's what I was about to say. You stole it, dude. I was just thinking how much of that probably goes to feeding your dogs. That's probably like $2,000 right
Dude,
there.
That's what I want to know.
Because I think it's 8 dogs, something.
Yeah, well, 12 he said. So
Jesus.
A team of 12 dogs.
I always used to joke that like Juno would just be the worst because she would just do her own thing. She would ruin the whole sled dog.
She's just gonna stop. Like,
yep.
No, I'm not doing
I'm
it.
not feeling it.
I
I need a warm steak.
Oh, but PETA doesn't like the Iditarod. But
okay,
honestly,
that is why. That's
though, they only claim that more than 150 dogs have died in the history of the Iditarod. I hate to say it, that's a pretty damn good number.
Yeah, I mean, you think
because some of those dogs are old.
How many?
Say you got like a 7-year-old dog, maybe had something wrong. That's
how
what
hard
they
to
love
doing, man.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what they love
150 dogs isn't that much when everybody has 12.
And I guarantee you, if you were to ask him, what would you rather do? Like Huskies, sit here and just watch TV, or be out there racing? That's what they died doing what they love.
It did say one dog, rest in peace, a female named Charlie, died on musher Millie Porcild's team. Necropsy will be conducted. But again, like, you don't know. Like, it could have been like a freak thing. Dogs
you ever seen the movie
stuff.
Togo with William Dafoe?
No.
Dude, it's on
I
Disney
thought you were going to
Plus.
say that one movie with him where they had to put the stunt penis in for him.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's weird. It's dude, it's a really good movie, and I think it's kind of what inspired the Iditarod or something. It's about like this dog, and it's a real story about Togo.
Oh shit!
It was a real dog. It's a really good dog movie. But yeah, what a badass Jesse
Holmes.
Yeah.
So he is my daily dog.
Daily.
All right.
The movie I was talking about, Antichrist, with Willem Dafoe.
Okay,
Super weird movie.
He's a pretty wild actor.
Apparently, well, they had like simulated sex scenes with like dongs, but apparently Willem dropped trow, and the entire crew was like freaked out because I guess he's hanging hog.
Jeez.
And they're like, it's almost too weird that if we leave his hog in there, that like it's gonna take away from the movie. So they had to put like a more normal dude's dong in
wild.
there. So if you haven't yet, go watch Antichrist.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna watch it tonight then. That's crazy.
Forgot about that, but you sang Togo and Willem Dafoe for some reason. threw me into that. So
There you go.
anyways,
All right,
let's
my
hear
daily
what
dog-
your daily dog
is Salvador Perez, the catcher for the Royals. I was sad that the U.S. lost last night, but it was bittersweet because I was really excited. There were so many Royals in this WBC, and I think there was three of them on Venezuela, and the captain of the Venezuela team was none other than the longtime great future Hall of Famer Salvador Perez. Here is just a list of his accomplishments: 5-time Gold Glove, 5-time Silver Slugger, 9-time All-Star, 2015 World Series champion, 2015 World Series MVP, 2020 Comeback Player of the Year, 2022 Lou Gehrig Award, 2024 Robert Clemente Award. I don't know what that one means.
I think it's almost like the
Because I think the Lou Gehrig one's like playing the most games or something, I might imagine. But then the 2024 Stan Musial Award. And then to add to that, last night, 2026 World Baseball Classic champion.
Robert Clemente Award best represents the game of baseball through extraordinary character and community
Look at
involvement.
that.
It's kind
That's
of like the
awesome.
Walter Payton Man of the Year.
That's probably one of the best awards out of them all. He's a great dude, hero in the Kansas City lore, and I was so excited for him to get this award last night. Michael Garcia also got the MVP, who was another Royal.
Yeah, dang.
So,
well,
pretty
let's just parlay it right into that.
do it.
Let's get into the MLB.
Vaughn, a juvenile delinquent in the offseason in his major league debut.
Gonna light your ass up, meat.
Vaughn into the windup in his first offering.
Just
a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Well,
Aaron Judge tried the corner many times, and he missed. There was a lot of funny memes today.
he struck out 3 times, 0 for 4, I believe.
And then also in the game against Italy, where still in pool play, the U.S. had come back, and it finished 8-6. And with the game on the line, and I think a runner on base, Judge was up to bat. Couldn't do it.
No,
So
and I not often can I talk about the Colorado Rockies, but on that team, Ezequiel Tovar, 2 for 4.
Oh, for Venezuela?
Yeah,
Cool.
for Venezuela, 2 for 4 in the championship game.
That's
Good for
awesome.
him. I think he actually hit. Oh man, I want to say it was 460 or 470 throughout the entirety of the WBC.
Dude, Venezuela had a squad, man.
Venezuela did have a squad, and
Ronald Acuna, former MVP.
Ronald Acuna, let's just think about when they beat Japan and he was running around the bases saying, "I ate sushi."
Yeah.
Did you hear that? I ate sushi.
Well, he said
I
it
ate
after the game, too.
sushi.
He was like, how'd you go celebrate? He's like, we just went back and ate
Yeah.
sushi. I was like, dude, that's cold-blooded, man. Dude, he's jacked. I
He
saw,
is.
like,
Acuna is
he's
nuts.
got, like, traps where he doesn't have a neck, man.
And yeah, it just goes up to his ears.
Freaking jacked.
Yeah, and another one, and I want to give a shout out to Italy, mainly because I think there was only 3 Italians on the Italy team. The rest of them were Italian Americans, one of which, another Rocky, Michael Lorenzen,
Oh,
the pitcher.
yeah.
Who
He
is very
used to
jacked.
be a Royal.
Used to be a Royal. He's with us now, so in
Yep.
your face. That's all I really had to say about the Rockies. But yes, unfortunately, one of the greatest teams ever assembled for the WBC failed.
Yeah. Well, and you look at who their manager was. I mean,
That guy didn't even know what was going on.
Dude, he's not even a manager.
No.
Did you know that
He's an analyst.
commentator?
Yeah.
Are you couldn't get one manager out of the entire majors?
Well, it's
What
also
are we
so
doing?
stupid, and I hate to like shit on this whole thing, but let's just think about this. Like, we had pitchers for the U.S. who could not go back out and pitch due to contractual obligations from the club, basically saying, "Yeah, you can't." Why go?
Yeah.
Why go? Especially when you have teams like Venezuela, teams like Japan, teams like Mexico, teams like the Dominican Republic, who are way more into it. U.S. at one point, I forget who it was. I think it was Bryce Harper was just like, "Yeah, like, we don't really care about this." And then somebody else came out and kind of like relayed the same sentiments. And then you had Judge come back and be like, oh no, I think this is more important than the World Series, like the
You know,
atmosphere.
Jeter's response to that, which was just a dagger to someone like
No,
him,
I didn't.
who's just totally blown it in the World Series. He said, for the good
maybe
ones
if you
out
show
there,
up.
yeah. He goes, for the ones out there that say this is more important than the World Series, have clearly never played in the World Series.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I mean, Judge has, but he's choked in every one of them.
So yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate for the U.S. I'm happy for Venezuela. They look like they wanted it more.
They did. And dude, it was in Miami too, and it looked like it was in Venezuela. I mean, the crowd was going nuts. It
well,
looked
yeah,
like,
I mean, it's
well, that's what I'm saying, because they had more people there.
They're
that was
closer.
kind of closer, and to see the fans just go nuts because they had this thing where it was like anytime there was 2 strikes, they kind of did this like waving thing. I mean, they got into it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see,
Nice.
and yeah, I mean, it's like anytime I see. I mean, I've always been a fan of Acuna because he was on the Braves or still on the Braves, but Bobby Witt, I was really excited. I mean, dude, he made some plays at shortstop.
Bobby was a talk for
whole
the first few games there, but everybody kind of fell off there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, dude, so last night's game, they only got 3 hits on Venezuela and 0 runs. I mean, nobody showed up. It was pretty sad.
It was 2-1, wasn't it?
3-2.
Oh, 3-2.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yep, but
3-2.
Happy for Venezuela, but that was an exciting. I mean, dude, to see they have like different rules where they can celebrate more, and some of them bat flips. When Venezuela beat Japan, dude, that was one of the coolest.
He launched that bat. He just was like,
yep, no shame. You know, you don't have to worry about that's get frowned upon or the ump's gonna say something. Yeah, but we might see the next time a WBC. What does it happen every 4 years? I imagine, right?
I can't remember. Let me Googleize it.
So I bet next time we're gonna get ABS because a lot of people were pissed about the Dominican Republic. In that
that
was a hell of a game, but it's a shame it had to end like that. Because the thing of it is, you look at it went over the strike zone, but by the time it got to the catcher, it was a slider, and so it fell.
It's 4-year break. So yeah.
Yep.
That was clearly a strike. Or wait, was it not a strike?
I thought it was a strike.
Okay,
That's how the game ended. But to me,
it's just so confusing because like the first few preseason games this year, spring training games, if you will, they were checking so many balls.
See, they can't extend the game like that. You know, that's why we got pitch count.
Dude, there was one. It was like 5 in a row.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
No, we can't have that.
No.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, it's pretty fast because
Yeah.
I mean that's like check and then it's like strike. But yeah, it's like, oh my god.
When we were at Scalzotto's last night, we were walking by the bar in the restaurant, and I was like, "Oh, is that the game?" And they're like, "No, we've got." Because I just glanced at it, and they're like, "No, this is Savannah Bananas." They had the Savannah Bananas on instead of the WBC. It's awesome.
It's more entertaining, you know.
Dude,
I don't know. The WBC was pretty good.
No,
yeah.
it was good. Yeah. That game with the Dominican Republic, I watched that with my mom on Sunday night, and it was super exciting, dude. It just to go down like that. I mean,
even Italy beating the U.S. I mean, I don't think anybody in Italy really gave a shit. But
well, and that's why I titled this episode. I'm glad you mentioned them earlier because there was a few players on their team that are Royals with Pasquantino, who they call Pasquatch, and then Jack Caglione. And that game, I can't remember who they were playing, but they just jacked 3 homers. Pasquatch did, and it was just so cool to see. I mean, like, these guys have so much fun in this WBC, where each time they came back to the dugout after hitting a home run, they did espresso shots, where I started thinking, I was like, this might be performance-enhancing drugs, man.
You might be
basically
right,
doing
dude.
like a bump every time you're doing it. You know?
kind of. It's almost like
hit a ball.
I mean, they tried to knock out the old smelling salts in the NFL.
Can't do that.
Espresso's the same. I don't know.
Dude, when I have an espresso, I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to
love
rock
it.
and roll.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into a little bit of the NBA here, and we'll move into the NCAA after that. But here we go.
Magic, right side to Scott. Slam dunk. 4 seconds. 3 seconds left. Why they not fouling? Jumper Murray. He's on fire. Denver bounce the cover.
Pump fake for 2. Kobe's got the Laker record. 81
gentlemen, you have witnessed the second greatest scoring performance in NBA history.
T! Come on! I'm burning! My lungs are burning.
Oh man, somebody's legs might be burning, and that person would be Mr. Alex Caruso.
Otherwise known as Elmer Fudd from Space Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I always think of him as, man.
He's
pulling a Space Jam move out
that
there.
one got me a little bit there. Yes, Alex Caruso, Lakers point guard. I think that's what he is. Shooting guard, point guard. He's something. He is one of the few white guys that are that little, that bald, and that active in the NBA. But last night, this guy loses a shoe. And what he does next with this shoe is incredible. I haven't seen it since maybe an infielder dropping his glove and throwing it at a line drive or something along those lines. But Mr. Alex Caruso takes his shoe that has fallen off and decides to use it to stop a guy from making a shot. We're going to watch it right now. It is wild. It is insane. The fact he thought he could do it in an NBA game is nuts.
Hand, shoe in the hand. He's going to swing at it. Hits the ball with his shoe.
Kirkland and Tyler Ricks.
He was assessed.
I think because he swatted at the ball with his shoe. It's a technical foul and a basket. I don't think I've ever seen this before.
It's almost like that that old Dave Chappelle skit when he's like, I was driving around with my white friend and he decides to street race a cop or something like that. And the cop pulls him over and he's just like, I didn't know I couldn't do that. And the cop is like, all right, well, have a good night. Yeah. He's just like, that is some white privilege shit right
Dude,
there.
well, and this is, I think, the perfect indicator of how the Thunder just believe they can get away with whatever they do out there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying the Lakers. He used to be on the Lakers.
No,
you should have corrected
Thunder.
me.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. But yeah, so he's on the Thunder. And to me, that's the first thing I thought of this is how far the Thunder are taking it to where, oh, we can do whatever we want. Lou Dort's out there playing like Fred Warner tackling people. Shea is flopping like some kind of fish every play.
Yeah.
I think I might as well take my shoe and try to use it as a blocker.
Why the hell wouldn't you?
We're on the Thunder. We get away with
can
extra
do whatever
stuff.
we want.
Yeah. I mean, yes, he was assessed a penalty for it, but it's like they think that they can get away with everything because 99% of the time they do.
Oh, well, we just got some breaking news here. It's an hour old, but it goes right into what we were going to talk about. The Bucks want to shut down Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he has denied them. He does not want to do it. They basically have said, since our postseason chances have dwindled, it is time to shut him down. It just kind of sounds like the two are not lining up yet again. He landed awkwardly after a dunk during the third quarter of Sunday's home game against the Indiana Pacers. He felt like he'd play through the injury. The Bucks sat him for the rest of the contest. What I heard earlier was that he was going to be out for at least a week. He's already missed 32 games this season, the most of his career. He's extended absence from his cat strain. They're 11-21 without him.
Yeah, they're 11th in the East right now.
And there's pretty much no chance. So
yeah, he should just listen and just go to.
He wants to go somewhere else.
Cancun already.
Well, he wants to 1, 2, 3 Cancun, and then 1, 2, 3 somewhere else next season.
He's pulling like a Crosby too, because he said, "Oh, I'm going to be a Buck for life. I don't want to get traded." But we all know that's not going to be the case.
Yeah, and then moving into the next story, who I believe are we playing? Is it the Grizzlies or the Wolves we're playing tonight?
I didn't know we were on a back-to-back.
We are on a back-to-back. This is the game that was a makeup from... Oh, it is the Memphis Grizzlies we play tonight. So, sorry. This does not pertain to the Memphis Grizzlies, but the Timberwolves will be without Anthony Davis for some time with knee soreness. It sounds like after Tuesday's win over the Phoenix Suns, they now have ruled him out due to right knee soreness. before later announcing he will be reevaluated in 1 to 2 weeks.
Yep, unfortunate for them. And news did come out that on March 24th through the 6th, the board for the NBA will be voting on the expansion for a Seattle team and a Vegas team.
Oh, yeah.
And
it does pertain to them.
Yeah, pretty much going to happen. And they did announce that if it does, either the Grizzlies or the Timberwolves, Minnesota Timberwolves, will be moving to the East.
They need to.
By geographically standings, it should be Memphis, but I really hope it's Minnesota.
That'd be so do I.
One less.
Just because, for one, they need to put a top 4 or 5 Western.
That's kind of what I thought.
In the East,
yeah,
because they're gonna run the East.
That's what I'm saying.
They will run the East
for years. That it doesn't make any sense why Memphis is in the West. They're literally in, I think, Central Time. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, I know San Antonio is and stuff too, but Memphis is in Tennessee. I mean, come on. And so the thing of it is, though, that's when I thought. I mean, Timberwolves will give. They've been a thorn in the Nuggets side for a while. And
I agree.
You're right. The East needs better competition.
I feel like sending the Grizzlies over there is kind of
like here's another.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
Leave them here. Send the Timberwolves. Get them out of here.
Yep.
And put some competition over there where they're like, oh shit.
No.
Like, because I honestly think it would. Immediately, the Timberwolves would be favorites to win the East.
They'd be up there for sure.
Obviously, with the Celtics healthy, and everything, but they would definitely be top 3 in the East, and that's exactly what they need. They need less middle of the pack teams because it's ridiculous over there.
I mean, So on to the next one, where the WNBA has reached a verbal agreement with the CBA for like a new CBA. Well, they will be making roundly about $1 million minimum per salary.
Yeah, I was trying to look up the actual details.
When I saw it, I don't think I saw too much details because it's just a verbal agreement.
But there was some a few things that were like at least laid out. I think what you said about the minimum about being about around $1 million was right. Yeah, will usher in the league's first ever $1 million annual salaries. This agreement includes an average revenue share of nearly 20%. WNBA president Anika Ogwumike also said she expects the new revenue sharing system to improve facilities and resources across the board in the league. This agreement also clears the way for the rest of the WNBA's offseason business to take place. In addition, the WNBA draft on April 13th. The league must hold free agency and an expansion draft for the Portland Fire and Toronto Tempo as well. So, I mean, effectively, if they didn't get this tentatively done, which, I mean, if it's this far, it's probably done. I don't know how much more they can ask for until they do drastically more in terms of bringing in fans and revenue. It's hard to continue to ask for more money when there is none. So I don't know how they could actually turn this around. I know Angel Reese said she's not playing unless she got some crazy amount of money. I also saw her not get dapped up during the what was that they were
playing?
They've
been playing FIBA recently.
Yeah, the FIBA. Yeah.
Hey, there's that.
Caitlin Clark was like dapped up everybody, and then Angel Reese was like,
"That's awesome."
Did you see that?
I didn't see it. No, that's great.
Yeah, so like I don't know when it was. Clearly, Caitlin Clark was checking in. I don't know if it was the beginning of the game, but she goes through, daps up like 4 people, and then gets to Angel Reese and just kind of turns and walks, and Angel Reese's hands just still up there, and she's just like,
she deserves that. She's talked so much shit on Caitlin Clark, literally been racist towards her, and so it's just awesome that Caitlin Clark's giving her that same type of treatment because Caitlin Clark's done nothing but grow the sport. And yeah, I mean, dude, they need to get more fans in the seats. Like, I don't know, just got to be more efficient because that's the thing is like you try to watch WNBA games, and I mean they just brick so much.
Okay, so real quick before I don't want us to sound too dumb here because the WNBA is not our forte, but the average player salary is to be about $600,000 now. That is a massive increase, as Sport Track says its data indicates the indicates the average league salary was $107,000 last year.
Where's the million come from, then? That's what the headline said.
Minimum salaries are set to settle above $300,000, while supermax contracts will be in the range of 1.4.
I see. Okay,
so that's where that is.
Yeah, I guess it's not the minimum, but yeah.
But yeah, the new salary cap will also be $7 million, which is a massive increase from the 1.5. The recent proposal indicated that the WA's most recent proposal was $6.2 million cap. So they got above everything. As far as I'm concerned, this is a win, and they should be very thankful.
Yes, yeah.
And I hope the fact that they've got all this extra money, they can maybe funnel some more money into it and get some more out of it, because I would like to talk about it more, but it's just.
I saw where Caitlin Clark, I think, made $28 million from Nike last year, and then I think it was like
she made
$300,000 from the WNBA.
Here's nothing from what you actually play and risk your body for.
Real quick, just to keep going on women's sports real quick, I did see where the Denver Summit scored their first goal, so we'll have a new rivalry to continue where KC Current have one of the best women's professional soccer teams. And now that the Denver has their own soccer team, we'll have to pay attention when they play.
I do like their logo too. It's pretty sick.
When we went to the Nuggets game last Wednesday, which was awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
We finally saw a blowout.
I know. Cool. And then we had another blowout last night.
That was great. So. Yeah, dude, I couldn't believe it. Up by 30 a lot of the game. They were giving out, it was kind of like I think there was maybe it was like their first night playing or something like that, but there was a lot of people in the new Summit FC jerseys. And it's cool because they're green.
Oh, yeah, it came, I think they just unveiled it this last week.
That was probably it, yeah. But
and I'm sure
cool.
They probably had it down there in the store for the first time, too.
Yep.
So, real quick, let's hit the standing.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So you go first.
Oh, in NBA, yeah, we did gloss over that. You're right. So the Detroit I'll start in the East. The Pistons still on the top, 49-19, and then the Celtics 4 games back now, 45-23. The New York Knicks at 45-25, 5 games back. Cavaliers 42-27 at 7.5 games back, and then the Raptors 38-29. Boy, dude, if the Nuggets were in the East, they'd be like the 3 seed.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy. And then you got the Magic, who over the last 2 games have given up 2 40 balls to Shea and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. They're 11 games back.
Yep. Well, let's move into the Western Conference. We've got the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are the first team to have clinched a playoff spot this year. 54 wins, 15 losses. They are on a 9-game losing streak. Or no, I'm sorry.
9-1.
Oh,
9-game winning streak. The Thunder are though.
That's weird. What's that? I'm sorry. I don't know what that L means. Anyways, 9-game win streak. Sorry, I misspoke. The San Antonio Spurs, 51-18, are in second place. 3-game win streak. Los Angeles Lakers, unfortunately, as much as I hate to say it, sitting in third, 43-25, and they just got the tiebreaker over the Nuggets. What was that, Saturday? Mm-hmm. Terrible game to watch. Houston Rockets sitting in fourth at 41-26, and the Denver Nuggets in fifth at 42-27, tied with the Minnesota Timberwolves, 42-27.
Yeah, the Nuggets have the tiebreaker over the Rockets.
Thankfully, we got the tiebreaker over the Rockets. We have the tiebreaker over the Spurs. We can get up there.
Yep.
So we just got to get up there.
Got to keep winning. And, I did see something today where the Nuggets, now that we got through that tough stretch, have
one of the easiest schedules.
Yeah, the 16th hardest schedule going forward. So we finally got through that rough patch. Should be easier.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't have anybody during that rough stretch, but we are pretty much fully healthy again.
Peyton Watson's supposed to be coming back soon.
Supposed to be back. Almost there. So close.
Yep.
We have no idea when he'll be back, but let's move on to NCAA basketball. I don't know how much time we're going to spend on this, but it is time to talk about it because March Madness is here.
That man next to you is a believer. That man next to you is somebody who wants this thing. That man next to you is somebody that got to have it.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I win. Google me.
Yeah, we got March Madness starting up tomorrow. We haven't talked about NCAA basketball pretty much all year long, but now that March Madness is here, we're going to start covering this. And, man, I like that sound. It just lets you know that basketball is about to be starting.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just say, so I'll go over some of the number 1 seeds, and I want to hit this East Division because it is an absolute gauntlet. All right, the same region where the KU is located at 4 seed. The Duke Blue Devils are the number 1 overall seed. They will be taking on Siena. And then in this region, you also have as the 2 seed UConn. And then the 3 seed, Michigan State with Coach Izzo as the coach. And then the 4 seed, Kansas. And then the 5th seed, St. John's. There are 5 coaches in that region that have won multiple NCAA titles.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the toughest regions to get out of.
Absolute gauntlet. And then in the other number 1 seeds, you got Arizona over there in the West. They won the Big 12, which is considered the best league in college basketball this year.
You got Florida in the South there.
Yep. And then in
Arizona there in the West.
Yeah, and then in the Midwest, you got Michigan. So it's like Chris said, with NIL, with transfers, we could see some upsets. Last year was the first year in quite some time. It could be, I can't remember how long it's been since then, but where all number 1 seeds made the Final Four. Yeah, I've made 1 bracket so far, and I had all number 1 seeds except Duke making it. I had UConn taking out Duke because Duke will be without a few of their best players. They're going to get 1 guy back, I think, in the second round or Sweet 16. And for anybody else filling out a bracket out there, Louisville's star player is going to be out until maybe if they make it to the Sweet 16, and they're taking on number 11, South Florida. So that's something to consider. And then I saw something that is a pretty interesting stat for people that like to do this March Madness bracket, because the brackets are fun. Like Chris said, you never know. A lot of times,
you literally don't. Most people who have no idea what they're doing win.
That's always what it is.
You just guess.
Because here's a really funny, goofy one where there hasn't been a team with red colors as their logo or team colors to win, I think, since like 2013 or something.
Was there like Rutgers or something?
I could have been Maryland. It's been a while, but it's nuts. You see it and it's like, wow, it's always been like a blue.
Yeah, and then I saw a thing you posted in the notes there, which was, what was that about?
So this is pretty interesting.
That is very interesting.
So your brackets for March Madness shouldn't be random. Over 95% of NCAA tournament champions in the last 23 years met both these criteria. And that would be, oh, it cut it off. God damn it. They have to be over.
That's why I didn't speak up.
You're
right.
I cut it off with my screenshot. But basically, it was like they have to be within, I think it's 20, the top 20 in offense, and then the top 30 in defense. And you look, here's the top 10 teams in this threshold: Duke, Michigan, Arizona, Florida, Houston, Iowa State, Illinois, Purdue, Vanderbilt, and Texas Tech.
Yeah, any one of those.
Yep.
You pick 2 to 3 of those, you're probably going to have them sitting there in the Final Four.
Maybe.
I mean, Siena could beat Duke for all we know. They're favored by 27.5 points. Duke is.
A 1 seed fell a few years ago with Virginia.
It happens all the time, man. That's the big thing, is the upsets there. So
the Cinderella team that I think is going far is Arkansas. I mean, it's insane that what John Calipari's done. I mean, he might go down as one of the best college coaches of all time. He was great at UMass. Then he was great at Memphis. Went to the national championship against KU and lost. Then he was good at Kentucky, where he was considered a legend there. Took guys like Jamal Murray, Shai Gilgeous, so many stars, and created these guards that are now some of the best NBA player guards in the NBA. And then now went to Arkansas and won the SEC and is now a 4 seed. And yeah, I mean, I think in that region, he could probably take that team to the Final Four.
Yes, indeed. And tomorrow will be the beginning of March Madness. First game tips, 10:15 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on CBS. TCU versus Ohio State. And then we've got Troy versus Nebraska at 10:40. USF versus Louisville at 11:30. And so begins the gauntlet. If you were lucky enough to have gone and gotten your vasectomy scheduled, now is the perfect time. I don't know if you always know that, Chad. Yes. Now is the time to get your vasectomy, because you can go sit on the couch with a bag of peas on your nuts and watch.
Chill.
tons and tons of college basketball.
And if you're wondering what platforms to watch it on, I would say ESPN. Turner Sports is really what owns the first couple rounds.
TBS, True TV, TNT, CBS.
Yep, CBS. I don't think ESPN has any until the Sweet 16, actually.
I think they do get,
Do they? Okay.
I think, well, no, I think you're right. I think they wait till later.
Yep.
Because it's mainly like True TV, TNT.
Yeah, because that's when people just tune in. I mean, I'm going to be having it on my phone at work tomorrow. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
All right.
Where would you like to go to next, sir?
You want to cover the penalty box?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it, man.
4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. It's over! They did it! They did it! The job is done! The Colorado Avalanche are Stanley Cup champions! And they will lift Lord Stanley a mile high! Here's Ovechkin shoots!
That's right. Ooh, I need to put that to fade. Whoops. That cut way too hard. My bad. Whoopsie daisy.
Well, in the first set of news, Mr. Jack Hughes, the hero for the United States, wants his puck back.
Yeah, he does. And will they give it to him? They say no, they will not. That is correct. The NHL, the NHL Hall of Fame. Whoops, that's the wrong one. My bad. The Hall of Fame says they will hold on to Jack Hughes' puck. He wants it back, not for himself. He wants to give it to his father, as he says. His dad is one of the most prolific collectors of him and his two brothers' memorabilia. He's got a big old thing in the basement full of all of the kids' memorabilia, and he wants it to give it to his dad so that he can hang on to it. But as far as they are concerned, it has been donated to us now. For every artifact that's been donated, we have a paper trail and signed paperwork of where it's from. Hughes beat Canada goalie Jordan Binnington with a shot at 1:41 of overtime to give the U.S. men their first Olympic gold since the Miracle on Ice in 1980.
Which
one of the reasons
Jack Hughes' dad got cut from.
No, his uncle.
Oh, was it his uncle?
Dad's, his brother.
Okay,
Dad's brother.
Gotcha.
So the Golden Goal Puck is, is the one scored by Megan Keller to win the Olympic gold for the U.S. women's team. So this doesn't just extend to the men. It also, the women did not get their puck.
Rude.
Both of them are on display.
Free the puck.
Free the puck, the Golden Puck. Yep. That is correct. Let it go, Dagnabbit. In other news, though, Mr. Leon Draisaitl is expected to miss the rest of the regular season. And while it's not that much, it is unfortunate as the Oilers greatly need him, as him and Mr. Oh my God, I'm forgetting his name.
Connor McDavid?
Connor McDavid, yes. Couldn't believe I forgot that. Wanted to say McKinnon. Stuck in my head. But Draisaitl has 35 goals and 62 assists this season. Suffered the injury on a hard hit from Ozzy Weisblatt in the first period of Sunday's victory versus Nashville. Came back for a couple of shifts, but did not return from the start of the second period. As we all know, they don't tell us anything. Lower body injury.
Yep.
Expect a knee, maybe an ankle. Who knows? Anyways.
Could be the nuts like
the old news. Oh, God forbid.
Yeah.
I have the Eastern and Western Conference standings up here right now. Go ahead and take a look. We don't need to go through that. I'll leave them up there just for a little bit while we sit here and bullshit. But we are getting very close to the end of the NHL season. Things are getting good. We've got
only about 4 or 5 games left.
Is it tonight? Let me double check. It might be tonight. Yes, tonight we basically have what could be a second round matchup in the Western Conference playoffs as the Dallas Stars take on the Colorado Avalanche.
Oh, wow.
If the Colorado Avalanche win in regulation, they effectively put the Stars out of their rearview mirror.
That's good.
As they'll have 1 up and 2 points ahead of them. If, however, it goes to overtime, things will still be squeaky, as the Stars have only lost one game since like February something.
Wow.
I think they're like 16-1. It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
They lost, unfortunately, last Monday night to Utah.
I see.
Utah, for some reason, beat them.
They've just been weird.
Annihilating it.
Didn't they lose
everybody
Rantanen into the season like a while back?
No, he's been out for a while, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's back yet, but Mika was out for an extended period of time, but they keep winning, dude. It's unfortunate.
That's
and
rough.
every single postseason, it's just, with the way they have the playoffs set up right now without the reseeding,
It's so stupid.
it's so stupid
I hate it.
that you basically have, especially in the Central, the 1 and 2 team in the NHL face off in the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah, it makes the final, the Western Conference final.
It's kind of a joke, yeah. So anyways, that does it for the NHL. Let's move into F1 as things are getting interesting.
Oh, yeah. Like Chris said, he stayed up for the Chinese GP on Saturday night, which would have been pretty much the evening time in China, and Mercedes stole the show. If you're Toto Wolff, you had 3 drivers finish on the podium.
Yeah, technically.
One of his old drivers.
Yeah, one of his old drivers. Yeah, Kimi Antonelli wins his first Grand Prix, becomes the second youngest ever to win a Grand Prix, next to, I believe, Max Verstappen.
Verstappen was first. He got the pole, too.
He
Kimi
did.
Yep.
Yeah, Kimi got the pole, but it was due to a little bit of a mishap with George Russell. He had something go wrong with his car, if I believe.
I see. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Did you try watching the point of view from the cars? Did you do that?
Yes, I've been doing that.
That was cool.
I love it.
I love it, dude. I did that a few of them.
I mean, a lot of it, I hate to say it, I'm watching a lot of Verstappen.
Yeah.
It's like, how's he going to get out of
Yeah.
there? And this one, like, last week, he was able to work his way up, but he came out this week and said this is one of the worst cars he's driven in a while.
We got to start from the start, where he, for some reason, didn't have any power right when the lights went out, and he had about 15 cars past him because he qualified in 8th, which isn't that great. But Red Bull is really having some hard time figuring out this whole new battery boost issue.
They're not the only ones. Fernando Alonso came out and said the vibrations from this car were so bad that it was draining the battery somehow.
Well, Aston Martin's been saying that they're worried that they're going to have nerve damage.
Yeah, Fernando was saying that in the straights he literally had to let go of the steering wheel just to get feeling back in his hand for the next corner.
Wow.
Which, that's scary when you're going 200 miles per hour.
I remember when I used to ride a dirt bike, I would ride it for an hour or so, and your hands are like numb.
Yeah, just from the vibrations. Yeah, you're holding on to that.
The vibrations.
The vibrations.
I have to do that, dude. It's so good.
But let's move on to the second story, as McLaren, who, oddly enough, were not a part of this Grand Prix.
Yeah, Oscar Piastri has yet to finish a lap this season.
Unfortunately, and now due to that, McLaren launches an investigation into Mercedes, as they are the suppliers of their engines.
Yep.
And Norris was stuck waiting in his car in the McLaren garage before time ran out for him to join the grid. Oscar Piastri had to be withdrawn from the grid minutes before the start with what McLaren termed separate electrical problems with its Mercedes-supplied power unit. Piastri was due to start 5th and Norris 6th, and neither of them were on the grid to start the race.
Yep.
It was the first time in Norris's 8-season F1 career that he has missed a race, and Piastri's second race missed in a row, as Chad alluded to just a second ago. Obviously, it's weird, man. I mean, it's very strange when your team that you were battling with kind of last year supplies your engines, and all of a sudden they're the best team on the grid, and the same engines aren't even getting you out on the racetrack.
It is odd, you know, and it is pretty weird.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know if what they're complaining about is they weren't giving, you know, it's like when you buy something from IKEA and IKEA doesn't provide the instructions. I think that's pretty much what they're alluding to a lot of.
If IKEA didn't include the instructions, you might be screwed.
Oh yeah, luckily I've never bought anything from them. But yeah, I mean it's insane. I mean, and after the first race, I was a little too hesitant on it. But man, what we've got to touch on is Ferrari. You know, the meme of Martin Scorsese when he's just like this, and it's absolute cinema. That fit the 6 to 7 battle lap that Lewis Hamilton and Leclerc had back and forth. Even I think Lewis Hamilton was taking a little jab at Verstappen where he was like, it was good, clean, pure driving. Not like a lot of like violent driving that Verstappen does. But I mean, the whole boosting, a lot of people were like, oh, this isn't pure racing. This isn't good racing. But there's been so much overtakes. I'm really starting to come around on it now. And you just, that battle where they were going back and forth, and then Hamilton ends up getting the best of them. And he ends up getting his first podium as a Ferrari driver. I was completely entertained watching that at like 1:30.
Well, and that's what I was telling you last week too, is that I feel like if the rest of the cars could get this figured out, the amount of racing would be incredible to watch.
It really would.
It's just unfortunate that right now it's between two teams, and it's the Mercedes and the Ferrari. And for once, Ferrari isn't sniffing the podium; they're right there. And Lewis Hamilton has one of his most successful weekends in a while, especially as a Ferrari driver. And F1 won an Academy Award for Best Sound.
And it should have, man. Oh, dude, it was awesome. When you were in the theater watching it, it was just like, it was badass. And
here's the theme song.
Nice. Badass.
Hans Zimmer, dude.
Yeah, Hans Zimmer, dude.
I am Hans Zimmer.
He's done.
Listen to my F1.
If you ever get a chance to look on Netflix for the Hans Zimmer documentary, I mean, man, you think of an amazing score, he's done it.
Oh, I know. He's the best.
You really got up to John Williams.
Guy just poops out amazing scoring.
Yep. Well, and so does I can't remember how to pronounce his last name. It's like Gustav or something like that. Him and Michael B. Jordan were college roommates, and he won his 3rd Academy Award for best. I think it was soundtrack, something like that. Score. I think it was best score, because I guess sound and score is different. And he won for Sinners, and he's also won in the past for Black Panther, and then Oppenheimer as well.
Okay.
Yep. So.
All right.
But you look at how far the Mercedes are up on this. I mean, they've got some rocket ships, and Ferrari's not far behind him. I mean, Kimi Antonelli finishes the race as P1, and then George Russell 5 seconds behind him. And we got to mention, George Russell had a horrible start. I mean, there was like 5 or 6 cars that passed him right at the get-go. And then Lewis Hamilton was 25 seconds behind Russell. And then Leclerc was 28 seconds behind Hamilton, I think is the way they... All right. 28 seconds. Leclerc was 28 seconds.
I like
behind
how you
Kimi.
look like you were like looking at me or something.
Well, dude, for some reason, the digits on my computer are like so faint. I can't see it.
Dude, zoom it in a little bit. We're getting old, dude.
I know, it's like really like
38.
It's.
I thought you were 39. I'm like, he's so young.
38, man. Yep, still young.
What a young little whippersnapper.
How about Haas though? It finished.
Haas is looking good.
Yeah.
Also, love their livery. And
it is cool.
While we don't have a race this weekend, we do have the Japanese Aramco Grand Prix next weekend. And most of the teams, although it does kind of seem almost a little bit racist, they're doing Godzilla-themed liveries. I don't know why. I'm just like... It just kind of seems weird.
I don't know. I don't get how the racism goes.
I don't know. It's just
Japan,
they love Godzilla.
Yeah.
But it's just like from the outside, it's just like that's all we could come up with for the Japanese. Like, Godzilla!
You want them to do a nuclear bomb?
I don't know. That's what brought Godzilla around.
Pretty much.
It was nuclear reactor.
Exactly. But it is going to be cool because this is the week that Verstappen's going to be doing the Nürburgring race. And so in Germany, so
the Nuremberg ring.
Yeah,
it's a weird Nuremberg. That almost sounds like
over the weekend. I watched that movie Nuremberg. with Russell Crowe and Rami Malek.
Yeah.
You like World War? I love history.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I've heard it's good.
Excellent, dude. Russell Crowe was so good at that.
Yeah,
movie.
I've heard it's pretty good.
Yeah,
well, I think that's it, right?
I think that's
it. All right. Well, let's get into the end of the show. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. John Daly, will grip it, rip it, and hit it hard, man.
I hit it hard, man. So far, man. Far. No laying up, no holding back. Ain't afraid of nothing, it's a natural fact. I hit it long, man. Till it's gone, man. Keep taking chances, living large. I hit it hard.
All right.
Yes, indeed.
I think John Daly would very much approve of this one. Because,
I read the story earlier. I was like, this kid's awesome.
Yeah, this is the definition of unselfishness right here, as Mr. 14-year-old Jude Baker used his Make-A-Wish not for a trip, but to help people experiencing homelessness. Yeah, pretty amazing story where 14-year-old Jude Baker got that chance. He didn't ask for something for himself. He asked for a chance to help other people. Jude was just 12 years old when he was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, a rare and aggressive cancer that forms in the bones and surrounding tissue. The treatments were intense. He said, "It wasn't even knowing I could die," Jude said. "The chemo, it hurt." Couldn't imagine.
Yeah, and that's the thing, I guess, like, because this is like a bone thing. Yeah. Like, it affects your bones and makes them super weak. So yeah, even his parents are like watching him go through the chemo and everything was just like super hard to watch.
Chemo's rough.
And he said, like, even though he's like, I wasn't even knowing I could die, the chemo, it hurt. But like I said, his family just watching him go through was hard. His dad said he could feel his pain. And as dad, that just sucks, obviously, to watch your kid go through something like that. But one of the coolest things is, and this is his statement, he was offered to get a Make-A-Wish done due to the fact that he survived and he is cancer free. He was able to ring that bell. Did you see when that happened?
I didn't see when it happened.
But, it just said after months of treatments, Jude finally reached a moment every childhood cancer patient hopes for, ringing the bell at the hospital, marking the end of his chemotherapy. But obviously, he survives and he gets his Make-A-Wish. And, you know, what do most Make-A-Wish kids do? They go Disneyland, by all means. John Cena has done the most Make-A-Wish things ever.
Record for it.
He has the record, and obviously, hats off to him. He deserves his own daily dose there. But instead of getting anything for himself, he decided, and this is what he said, I got out of my own version of heck, and I want to help others who are in a similar situation, their own version. And basically, while he was receiving treatments and stuff in the hospital, he saw all these homeless people outside struggling to make it. And so for his Make-A-Wish, he just wanted to give back to the community. So Make-A-Wish and St. Jude's came together, and they basically just packed a bunch of backpacks filled with supplies, collected sleeping bags for people with nowhere to sleep, and prepared hot meals for everyone in Summerville, Georgia, who needed one. And for Jude, this is one thing that's awesome. He didn't eat until everybody else had ate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he said, I wasn't going to eat until everybody else had gotten their fill.
For a 12-year-old, this kid is a saint. I mean, there's so many. And this is what's cool is Make-A-Wish, really, they said, they even made a statement that they normally don't do this. They always allow them to go on a trip, meet somebody or something like that. And he said that he didn't even have a backup wish. His only wish was to give back to his community. She said, that's not a wish we even tell kids is an option. Usually we tell them you can go
do something wish cool, man.
To go somewhere, to be someone or to meet someone. Jude came up with this on his own. He never had a backup wish. So it's pretty cool that Make-A-Wish even kind of conceded and decided to go ahead and do it. Because, I mean, it's probably a ton cheaper than hiring or going on a trip, and you're doing a lot better.
Well, and even though it was cheaper, they ended up helping out 300 people because of his wish. And like I said, his one rule that day was that he wouldn't eat until every single person in line had been served. He's now in remission, and he hopes to continue inspiring people to look around their own communities and help someone who might be struggling. He says it doesn't have to come from a wish. He said, you can help too. Some kids wish to meet superheroes. Turns out Somerville already has one. This is from 9 News in Somerville, Georgia.
I think we could all aspire to be a little bit more like Jude Baker.
Yes,
pretty cool.
Indeed. Talk about being selfless, especially going through one of the most traumatic things in your life, to, at the end of it, only be thinking of others. We should all wish to aspire to be like somebody like Mr. Jude Baker. I'm sure he will grow up into a fine young man, and maybe he will become a leader in his own community one day.
I sure hope so. It sounds like it, man.
Yes, indeed. Cool. Well, it is that time. We are out of here.
Yep.
We greatly appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in each week. Make sure to go like, share, subscribe, and follow. Hit that notification button. Ring that bell. Tell a friend. Be a friend. We love you all. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
March Madness tomorrow.
March Madness. Tune in. Basketball all day. We love you all. Chad Lee, I love you.
Love you, buddy.
Toodles.
Come back next week.
Bye-bye.